UAmmo here, taking a look at Beast Battle 2, a game produced and published by Green Studios, released on the 1st of February of this year for $10 US. And so my impressions of the game, what it is that it takes the combat of Heroes of Might and Magic, if you're familiar. So it's turn-based, there's tiles, there's stacks units, and they fight each other with your hero, kind of looking over the battle, casting spells, and interacting with attacks and some abilities. They took out the strategy part outside the combat. They took out the strategy part, so it's just the combat, and it's like a linear RPG. And there's just not enough to do. You just go bubble to bubble, and you do combat, and your units have some abilities with long cooldowns, and you have spells. You have a few spells, and then once that's done, your creatures are just clicking on each other. They're just meekly slapping at each other for like 10 minutes at a time. I played the game for only about 3 hours. That's about as much as I could stomach, because I was just falling asleep. I was dull. If I lost a battle, the worst thing, I felt so punished for losing a battle, not because of any game mechanic, but just the thought that I have to play it again. So let me just show you what I mean. So here's the game. Here's the map. Here's our little hero. It's very cute. You have a bit of an inventory system. Inventory system is not very impressive. You get these slots that increase your stats, but the items don't do anything. They don't do anything creative. And I'm actually at the shop right now, so I guess I can just show you right here. I'm at the shop right now. You can get more items. They're just straight raw upgrades. It's just linear upgrades of stats. They all do the same thing. All the stabs increase your attacks. All the helmets increase your mana. All the armors increase your leadership, and leadership affects your army size, I suppose. It's really unclear exactly how that... Or increases your chances of recruiting army. I have no idea what that means. Army size, I assume, is what they're going for with that. And then you have, your attack and defense bonuses. There's my army of cool creatures. And you can upgrade, similar to Heroes of Might and Magic, you can upgrade your units to a tier above normal, which is, sounds cool and is cool, but you can only do it once. Which seems weird. In Heroes of Might and Magic, it works. You have a base form and upgraded form. They could be more adventurous and have multiple upgrades, and then maybe even you split the experience and choose your upgrade or something. They could have been more creative with it instead of just like, yeah, they upgrade once, and then that's it for the rest of the game. Why even bother? Is what I'm thinking. Here's some skills. Really dull. Just a little bit more. Just yay. 50% more units can join me. I'm not sure what that means. Is that max? Or is that when I hire them, are they cheaper? Because we have to go back and actually hire units if I walk over here. Another thing, in fact, I'll get to it in a second. Before then, I'll just teleport. Walk over here. Here's army. We can hire. Oh, and then we can't even hire all the units here. I have to go to different bubbles to hire different units, which is, oh my, it's so infuriating. So some pretty dull upgrades, just stat upgrades mostly, and things that give us a spell, like a resurrection spell. Okay, later on we get a little bit, some spells. 10% more gold, boring. A little bit more experience, boring. Army screen is boring. You travel between these nodes, and this part. So one of our skills, I can't believe that. One of the skills they have to pay with experience is teleportation. They can instantly move to any previously visited point of the map. Why? Why? So we don't teleport. So until you buy that upgrade with your hard-earned experience, this is how you walk. Let's go back here. So this is the experience I had. There's like a battle over here. Let's say it's one of these. There's a battle. Before I fight, I want to go recruit some units. And of course, I have to go to the specific tile to recruit units. So let's say I want some tigers. I didn't spend experience on the teleportation skill because I'm trying to actually upgrade my army. So let's walk over to the tigers. From here, I need to build up my army for a battle down here. Here you go. Nothing. Now keep in mind, nothing can happen. There's no random encounters. There's no passage of time. There's no time mechanic. No random encounters. There's no reason to waste the player's time. Is what I'm getting at. This is ridiculous. And it just is made so much worse by the fact that they know it's awful. That's why they let you teleport. But you have to buy the ability to teleport with experience? What? Just give it to the player. Just say, hey, you don't have to walk. You can walk if you want to look at the animation or go use the bathroom. But if you double click, boom, anywhere you want. Instant travel. Just make that just do that. It just blows my mind. I couldn't believe it. It's because not only is it obviously a problem, they recognized it was a problem and then gave you a skill you had to purchase to solve the ridiculous problem of taking forever to walk around. I couldn't formulate the words to express how that felt. It was ridiculous. So that's the overmap. Like there's that shop we found. There's the nodes. You can go to nodes to recruit units as you go along. You see we found a variety of animals. Of course, they're all animal-based. Kind of weird. The Minotaur is obviously like a bull person, but the rest are just other animal people. But the Minotaur just kind of stands out to me as an actual mythological half animal person, and the rest are just animal people. It seemed a little. I was not a complaint. That just struck me as a little odd, because it's like polar bear man, tiger man, lizard man, and a Greek Minotaur. I haven't been back to this area for these battles. Let me just remind myself what these are. Oh, it just loads. It's a training battle. Why is there a training battle back here? Why is my even? I was just curious. Did I skip this? Is some? I skipped a tutorial battle? Oh, that was easy. Alright, that was an easy 40 gold. Oh, it's just you can repeat it. Why is there a repeatable training? Alright, I forgot the tutorial. You can go back for the tutorial anytime you want. That's strange. Now, this guy, I remember, said I wasn't strong to fight him at the time. Let's see what he has to say now. Now I have a bit more of an army. Aha! It's like 7 Minotaurs. That's pretty simple. Why do I have dummies in this battle? We have friendly dummies. Maybe I didn't go talk to these people. Well, this is going to be... You know what? Let's just flee. Let's just flee. Now we should continue, because we'll see what's past here. So here's our spell book. We can do things like lightning. Let's lightning you. How much damage does that do? Did I kill one? Nope, absolutely did not kill one. Now we do the classic, we just wait for them to get closer to us, and then we run up and attack them. Glad the music stopped arbitrarily for no reason. Oh, that's good. Nope, that's not my headset. The music stopped. That's quite curious. Alright. Well, I guess no more rip music. Continue without. Can I turn up the sound at least? No, the music is there now. It just got quiet. Huh. Alright. Nope, and then it's gone again. Then I opened up the menu. And click sound. And there's music. Okay. And it's still there. And lower it back down. Okay, it's still there. And then it's gone. So if I go too low, it disappears completely. Huh. It's quite interesting. Didn't know about that weird little bug in here. Punch that guy in the face with our polar bears. We'll take just a second, because our army's way stronger than these 4 Minotaurs that are. So combat that's actually going to go fast, I am amazed. Did the music stop again? Oh no, the song repeat. Okay, I got a little hyper aware of that now. We can also, as I saw earlier, do a little auto attack with our hero if we don't have the magic, the mana for a spell. Glorious, we won. Get some more money. I have no idea what these hearts mean. If we take damage, we like lose hearts. I guess like maybe it's supposed to be leadership or something, but I've never seen a gain or loss of these hearts have any effect on anything. It's not listed anywhere else. Anywhere, these hearts just kind of show up sometimes. I don't see anything that has to do with it. There's experience. Because of course, like you saw, we gain levels, we gain skills. So what's down here? Some kind of crypt up ahead. Looks scary. Oh, is it a second? What is this? Majestic Monument. Milady, we've got something for you. Oh, I got a helmet. Oh, thank you. I was supposed to be here earlier. I just never turned around because I didn't want to. Johnny? Johnny who? Ha 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 ha. Although honestly, the humor is probably the. It's kind of sad, but the humor might be like the best part of the game. Just start lightning bolting these guys. Wait. We'll go check out a real battle after I'm done messing with these old battles that I never went back for. So that way you get a true idea of the despair that you can feel while you just wait for the battle to effectively resolve itself. There's strategy. Like it's not like there's no strategic elements. Like Minotaur here. The Minotaur, he's effective in melee combat, but he can also do a ranged attack. Isn't that nice? He's a little hybrid unit. That's not pointless. There's a little, there's cover you can take. The bear here, he can stun enemies when he attacks. His special ability, stuns and pushes back an enemy. Do that. You gotta stun that spider. There you go, it's dead. Doesn't matter. They're too strong. But here, we become stealth, so we can't get counterattacked. Stab him. I'll even be able to show you the lion's ability. Lion, you can run up. Not only is he fast, he roars. AoE stun. That's nice. The problem is, now all their abilities are on cooldown for might as well be the rest of the battle. It sometimes ends up being the rest of the battle. We also can fireball. It's a fun spell. Look at that. Isn't that great? It didn't kill him. Wow. Your hero ends up feeling really weak a lot of the time. That's it. That's what that. What was the point of that? What was the point of that? It was just a crypt that. I mean, do I not go this way? Yeah, what's the point of being there? Okay, well, let's go back to where I was. Let's get back on track. I'll show you like a real fight. Some gnolls down here I think I was fighting. That's a really hard battle. There's a battle I haven't done yet. Let's go fight. Let's do this battle. I think this battle might be too hard. There's a whole bunch of spiders. Alright. Should be a decent fight. Whole bunch of spiders here. Let's open up with a fireball right here. Hit these two spiders. The sounds aren't awful. The animations aren't. I mean, it's not, the prettiest game ever made, but they're acceptable. I can tell what's what clearly, and it communicates clearly in a visual way, regardless of, if it looks good or not. That's more subjective. I'm just worried about, is it clear? Wait, typical wait, and then they move, and then we attack them while waiting. That's gonna be a nice another decent fireball if I want it. Run up and punch him in the butt. Wait for them to move. The animations are slow. Is there animation speed? Speed up animation, please. Please speed up the animation. Oh, so much better. Okay, I'm already just like upgraded my opinion of the game. Like Mr. Lizard here has really cool ability where he attacks AoE like in a straight line. Yeah, that's real cute. I'm down for that. Mr. Polar Bear, we need you to come help a lot. Knock back that guy. And Tiger, you can stun these two. I feel like I've already done this battle too. Wait a second. Did I also already do this battle? Fireball, those two. Glad we have a little extra mana so we can do a couple more spells. Tiger also has an AoE like cone attack. So here we're crushing these two spiders because we're able to set these two units up in a position to do a ton of damage. But again, it's not very engaging. I'm just like clicking to attack the targets. And Heroes of Might Magic gets away with it because you build the army from scratch. Because you do, you choose who to hire here, but you have just a certain number of units you can hire a certain amount of, and you get the units in linear order. You're not really building the army, you're just maybe adjusting slightly the number of each type of unit you have. And of course, Heroes of Might Magic has the whole other aspect to the game. The combat's only a small part of the game. This is just the combat, so it really needs to be good because that's all there is, and there's just not much going on. And the longer the battles get, the more kind of dull they get. Because once you're out of magic, like what we have 15, so I do one more spell. Let's do a spell. Once you're out of magic, your hero has nothing to do. Once you've used your abilities, they take forever to come back off cooldown. And now we're just clicking. Luckily, we're strong enough. That wasn't a problem in this fight. And once your hero's out of magic, she does nothing but do her lame attack or very boringly increase defense for turn. Not exciting. Not really into that. Did I say how much I like it? Sped up animations though? Alright, shoot it. Just end misery. Just end its misery. Alright, we've done it. We got some money. It is just a repeat. It's just a grind fest. Why is there? Why can I come over here to redo this battle? I guess it's an opportunity. I don't remember getting anything for this battle. Is it just an opportunity to grind if you're having trouble and need experience and money? Because that seems weird and dull and like something I shouldn't need to do. And the grinding for money doesn't even make that much sense because when you take losses, you don't take permanent losses. Your units just come back to life. The casualties aren't permanent. so we can get some extra money for items, but the items are really expensive, so it's a lot of grinding to even get decent items. I guess we get iron items, although I'd rather just flesh out my army more, because that feels a little bit more exciting. Of course, if I go up here, I only get lizards. In order to get other units, I have to teleport all the way back. And then hire them here at the tavern. At least I can hire multiple units. Get another tiger, another bear. There you go, maxed out army. Let's go. I think this Knoll's a decent fight. Yeah, there we go. We have some Knolls. If we right click, we can see their stats as well as their special ability. So it increases damage for each cell they move. And then these guys, immaterial, archer vulnerable to cold. We do have one cold spell. It's not very exciting. It's a freeze spell. Does a little bit of damage and freezes. As one would imagine. Now, oh, it's aggressive. Yeah, missing. That's fun. So immaterial. What that means is sometimes when we attack, we just miss. So those fights that kind of drag on, where I'm just waiting for the units to click each other to death, well, sometimes it drags on because these fire elementals will roll to dodge, and it's just a sad time. Alright, these two are lined up so we can get our lizard in there. Just if I move the wolf. Is my hand gonna be forced to have to move? No, they have to move. No, you have to move, Mr. Minotaur. Alright, Minotaur, get like right here. I suppose you do a tiny bit of damage with your axe. Alright, bear. Stun this guy and knock him back, and we can fireball him. Freezing's also really good as a CC spell. These two are lined up too. Should I just focus them down? Okay, you wait. Bear, go punch that guy. Oh, we're gonna get shot. Because of course the elementals are also ranged units. So they're ranged units with a random dodge mechanic. It's real good. It's real fun. Alright, Minotaur, just walk up here, throw some bolts. Actually lost, I believe I lost this fight last time I played. And then stopped playing. I guess my arm was just a little bit too weak, and now we're fine. Freeze one of these guys, so they stop shooting at us. Oh, 42 damage. And they have what, 55 HP each? Of course they're stacks, so each of that 55 HP is for each individual stack. So it's there's 10 of them, so it's a 550 HP stack. Go ahead and claw these guys. Bear should be able to go punch that guy. And he's stunned. Bear has a passive stun chance to have these two in a row. We're doing way better this time. And we're not missing arbitrarily. There's also counterattacks. They have some damage reflection. Units obviously have passive abilities. Oh, and lightning one of these guys. How about nothing? You. Alright, kill two of them. And now we're just waiting. It's especially dull when one side is gonna win because there's no consequences to how. There's no reward or punishment depending on how you perform in battle. It's just win or lose. So if you're in a point where you're obviously gonna win or obviously gonna lose, the battle just drags on further. If you're obviously gonna win, you still have to hunt down every single unit and attack all the stacks until they finally die, which will still take forever because their units don't do much damage. You don't do much damage. The enemy units take a long time to die. If you're gonna lose, well then you just flee. You might as well, and there's no penalty for that either. See what I mean by being just a casual game, just a passive, idle game? Because there's not really any reason why why the AI can't just do this for me. I'm not putting much into this, and I'm not getting much out. Really, I should probably using defense. It just takes longer to put my mouse down to the shield button. Punch that guy in the back of the head. I stab them both. Oh, missing. Good. Just make the fight take a little bit longer for no reason. Yeah. I like that. That's a good idea. It's a fun time for everyone. And then, yeah, no zones of control, so the range units to be running away from you forever. Our ability's finally back off cooldown, so he's stunned. And now I'll finish him off. Oh, we've done it! Again, something with these hearts I don't understand. We got experience and some money. Yay, we leveled up. Like, alright, so that's more damage for us, I think? More leadership probably increases our army size, and of course more mana. And we level up to get some cool spells. So let's summon a unit skeletons. Skeletons are pretty trash, let's summon them. Berserker spell, select a unit, attacks the nearest creature and deals double damage. Alright, take that. That's pretty cool. Wish I had that earlier. I feel like this game does start to get decent the further you go on, but just such a boring start. It's really hard to get into. Sure can run quick. They sure can run quick. I hope they're going for help. I could use a little more warm-up. Alright, let's do one more fight. Maybe... I never thought we'd be so glad to see daylight, and this weather's magnificent. Hey, our friends are here too, and in greater numbers. Because they'll be back in greater numbers. 654, anything you want to buy? We also have... Well, we have increased army size, right? Yeah, we do have increased army size. Let's go buy some more. Why can I only purchase lizards at this tavern? It's obnoxious. I have to go all the way back here. Just to buy some units. But why? It's just pointless. Bear, Minotaur, Tiger. See, why isn't Minotaur just bull? This is Tiger. This is bear. Why isn't the Minotaur just bull? Alright, let's hire, I guess, the tigers. They're a big old stack of tigers. They seem to hate the tigers. Oh, and now I know that's where he came from. He's down there, but I can't teleport over there, so I'll teleport to his cave again. Just to get over here, so I have some more nobles. Hope you sell some gold. Our chief could use it. Why isn't he reclaiming it himself? Must be a coward. Why should he dirty his claws when we can easily take care of ourselves? So you do all the dirty work for your chief, but he gets all the gold. Say goodbye to your gold and your lives. Oh, good. Magic resistance and cannot be stunned. Well, the only magic is coming from us. Our magic isn't that good anyway. Summon some skellies. There we go. We got some skellies. I don't think I've used that spell before. You're very fast. We could run you right in there and you get surrounded. No, just wait. just always wait. Shoot my tigers a little bit. Wait. They'll walk into us. We don't need to go to them. Which is, you can tell it's a fun start to the combat. You're not even doing ranged attacks because you're one ranged unit you want to have in melee combat. But now we summoned a unit, range damage. 51, hey, I can kill one null a turn, that's not too bad. I'll come and fight these guys in melee. They're pretty strong, they have a lot of HP. Alright, stack up, I do the fireball. Fireball my own minotaurs? You stealth. And go stab these two. Isn't that wonderful? And then you can come punch this guy and actually stun him. But he's immune to stun. Don't do that then. Just punch him. Try to stun the immune to stun guy. It's not very clever at all. Jump up here. Speaking of stunning though, roar. They're stunned. I don't know why it says deaf. They're stunned. The selecting unit attacks the nearest creature deals double damage. What do you think happens if I put on the Minotaur? What? He didn't do anything. Should put on a tiger for the AoE or a lizard for the AoE. I was wondering what happened because I expected it to automatically make an attack. It didn't do anything. Is it next turn going to attack for double damage? That should be maybe more clear. Or is it just on its turn it does it? Oh, it's on its turn. Alright, that's fine. I understand. Could probably be worded a little bit better, but it's my first time using the spell. Can't judge on that. I'm not entirely sure because there's attack and defense, and I'm not entirely sure how those stats interplay with each other. It's a like, flat relationship or not. Probably better off just hiring spamming skeletons. Oh, we get different types of skeletons as we summon them, or it's randomly generated. I don't know. Summoning a 30 stack unit is probably pretty good though. And punch them. And you come up here and you stab those two. You just have very few decisions to make. Tiger does, you know, a swipe attack. Lizard does a linear attack. Sometimes you do range attack, sometimes you do a stun. And then otherwise you're waiting for, you know, you're just spamming your spells till about halfway through the battle when you run out of mana. And then you're clicking. You're just clicking. You're waiting for the excuse to stop clicking. Yeah, get him, Skelly. Good job. You did your best, and I'm proud of you. Phoenix restores respawns a unit on the battlefield after death. Can be, you know, just can be fine. Selects attacks the nearest creature, deals double damage. Anyone I want to berserk? I'm a berserker. Like our lizards. Why was our berserk the archers? Do they just shoot for double damage? Just some experimentation here. And of course, that's our last use of magic in this battle. So the battles that should be more fun, the longer, more desperate battles, just feel more pointless and slow and take forever. These are probably the best battles I've had, like the most interactive, interesting battles I've had. Which the game should just start with. Just start that way, right? Just start with interesting battles. It's so slow. It starts off so slow. Hey, okay, that's what you thought. You just shoot the nearest guy for double damage. So Berserk does involve friendly fire. That's alright, so just the spell I'll probably, like, won't use, or it's a little more niche than I'd hoped. That's fine, it's okay for spells to be not great, that's fine. Games are allowed to have that design. Where's the auto button? I believe Heroes had that. Heroes had an auto button, because they even knew if the combat... Sometimes the combat was interesting to interact with, to set up your units, and to use your spells in an interesting way that results in, you know, to help you win if it's a close fight. But otherwise, auto-resolve or an automatic play, even just in the combat, click a button like auto-finish fighting for me, so I don't have to participate. Put one of those in, because at this point, there's 9 units. I'm not going to lose. It's impossible. And there's no penalty for doing better or for worse. I have no strategic input at all at this point. It's just wasting my time. And I have to sit here, and then if they're immaterial and I miss, then I have to sit here even longer since my units I missed, and it just becomes a chore. And there's nothing to do on the outside to walk around. It becomes a chore because you're not doing anything. You're not making any decisions out there other than like what units to buy sometimes. A couple skill choices, which all seem pretty weak. You will have to choose which units to hire, but as you saw, you only have a limited number of units for maybe I doubt there's even more, but if there are more, you just choose what numbers, like what proportions. That's the best, as closest you can get to like a real army decision, because otherwise you're just hiring whatever you have the money for. And whatever convenient spawn point is nearby, because you have to walk all the way around to get to them. So then that feels like a chore. And the game just does a disappointing job making everything feel like a chore. Can you kill this guy already, please? Thank you. There we go. Also, I forgot to mention the hero has like a 10 HP bar, which I don't understand why, because the hero is never attacked. That's not a thing that happens. Those little hearts, it's just like, it's experience points? Must be experience points, right? Surely those hearts just mean experience points? They have to. Like, what else do they mean? They don't mean... Like, it's the same symbol used for the HP, but it's not HP, because... Wait, is it casualties? Doesn't make any sense. Are they casualties for taking the fight? We had max units, right, when we started that? I'm losing my mind. That's what the hearts are for? So there is a penalty. I got it. This is so unclear. And I guess I just never even cared to keep track. Because then I'd run back and hire new guys with that money, and if I don't have the money, I then have to grind other boring battles just to get more money to... I don't understand. Hey, Wolf, alright, we got wolves, we can go fight the chieftain. So as we have time for the boss battle. Great work, guys. I was already thinking about going into the slave trade. You used us for your own filthy ends, but now we serve the princess. Irritating. I must have you all killed. Flock? It's flock. Pack? I guess he means pack. Oh, good. Just 5 stacks of the upgraded wolf units. Decreases the attack of enemies and charge. Throw a fireball at them. Not skeletons. Some skeletons. Some bunch of skeletons. That affects... Oh my... That effect... There's no range on that? That's just everyone? Oh good, I have to deal with a lot of that. Let's get them all stacked up and then she's our AoE and it's fine. And you don't do anything. You're gonna die, 3 of you? Unless you're strong. You're not strong. Yeah, you're not like the bear strong. You're just kind of a weak unit. So you're super dead for sure. Take a step back, shoot one of these wolves. For barely any damage, but if you keep you alive, then you're just, you know, a not insignificant amount of free damage. Should target the weakened one already, get some hits off, whatever. End your turn. Just don't move into range of being attacked. You can, because you can turn invisible. Oh, you actually moved to range. I should have checked that. It's obvious. You can move there and stun them. Rawr. And now we fireball those two. I moved the tiger in the way, idiot. What we can do is actually... Oh, berserk you, duh. Let's freeze this guy in back, and then he can't come join the fight. Take a little bit less damage for a couple turns. Those wolves are super dead. Which also means these skeletons are about to be attacked. Oh, and also the lizard can do friendly fire. If he attacks in a straight line, your units on the other side, he'll stab you. No worries, he'll get stabbed. Gotta protect our archers a little bit. They're not particularly strong, but they're my archers and I love them. Shoot that guy. And how about we berserk? Lion-O, there you go. Go crazy, buddy. Double damage. There's the auto combat I wanted. It's just tied in that berserk spell. I just gotta berserk every single unit all the time. And good news, your units even do extra damage. Alright. Try to finish off that guy. And now... berserk again? I can't tell. Are you still berserk? You're not berserk. Finish him off. Finish him off with your berserk magics. Good job. Ish. The upgraded wolves seem way better than the non-upgraded wolves. Probably expected. Yeah, I'm really mad at these lizards. Alright, lizards, go just stab one. What else are you gonna do? I mean, you can run away. We'll have enough money to replace you when you take losses. Which is so minor that I didn't even realize it was a game mechanic for the first few hours of the game. Oh, we're out of magic, so it's time just to... Alright, it's time for the classic defense buff and or attack weak units, whatever we feel like at that time. They're both pretty minor. I don't even think it matters too much which decision you make. Which is probably... It's probably a good way to describe this game, is that you don't have many decisions to make, and the decisions you do make don't feel like they matter very much. No, rip lizards. You can kill that guy. Alright, just 3 stacks left. Weaken that one. Also weaken that one with the hero attack. Oh, come on. The bear and the minotaur with the help of the archer. Oh no, they found the archers. They should be strong to finish this off. Doesn't mean doesn't mean it's not gonna be long, especially all the stuns. You're getting very lucky on rolling the stuns. Does it attack the tigers, or does it go... Alright. Does it attack the tigers, or does it go for the archers? The tigers can dodge hits. Wow, I didn't even realize. Good thing we're not fighting those, because that's just another unit that can arbitrarily just negate attacks, just make the fights take unnecessarily even longer. Just kill the wolves. How are these wolves so tight? How much armor do you guys have? 7 armor? That's a crit. There are crits in the game. 7 armor, 20 armor, 14 armor. It seems like these guys are taking a long time to die. Tiger's usually doing more damage than that. Maybe I should be berserking the Minotaurs. So that's not actually how many I lose, because when I hit OK, so that doesn't mean anything. It's like, so that doesn't mean anything. Because he talks about this. Because now I go back to my army. I didn't actually lose those units. I still have 19. So do I lose? I must not lose units, right? But what else does that heart mean? I swear I had a full army, and then I didn't. So I must have lost units. But there's no communication of what units I lost. Because the units I lost in the battle, I didn't really lose. But I can't. Unless I'm taking notes. Am I bleeding units or not? I can't even tell because I'm not even worried about it if I am, because it's just such a minor chore if I am, and it barely costs any money to replace like 1 or 2 units, which is fine. And even if it wasn't, we can just go grind. We can go grind at the grinding stores. These weird battles that you can grind. I don't understand why. There's a treasure hoard up here I'm kind of interested in because, hey look, what is a giant army of like a massive stacks of upgraded sentinels? Golems? Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. That's definitely a wait until late game type deal. And I can go upgrade our equipment just to linearly higher stacks of the same boring stuff's gonna put me to sleep. So that was Beast Battle 2. I'm just not. The goal's ambitious. I don't hate the game. Oh, some gold. What's here? Old map. Old man up ahead looks down. Looks the old fisherman. Looks like he's from Braveland. The neighboring world. Hey, fishman. Ah, my wonderful lady, I bow before your grace. I beg you help me. This person's art style is very different. It's terrifying. I'm just an old fisherman. No other trade for a week now. The trouble may steal my catch. What do you want? Oh, it's a quest. Some quest battle. Why is it colorful? Is it alright? There's a bunch of wolves. I'm not. You see, I have no interest. I don't want. I don't want to. I just don't want to. It's an ambitious goal. It's not an impossible setup. It is kind of challenging, I think, because Heroes of Might and Magic does their combat. They refined it over a very long time, and the thing that kind of I feel like helps them make that work is that you make your own armies. Like there are certain. When you're building, when you go to the strategy map, you are building units in a certain order. You have build orders, and usually end up in the same kind of deal. But you can still make a lot of decisions on who you're upgrading, when you're upgrading, what you're focusing on. This one, not so much. Just kind of followed in your path of what you're given, and they make some small changes on how much fired who over who else. These are like pretty small decisions. And then in Heroes, the results of the battle have a huge impact on what's going on in the strategic map and vis-a-vis. Either one of those alone isn't too strong, but they lean on each other really heavily, and they work together to make the whole thing work. This is just, there's no other side to the game other than the combat, which is kind of, it ends up being dull, and then you go out here and you walk just a bubble to bubble, and you don't have much to do. Like I said earlier, there's not that many decisions to make. It doesn't give the player enough decisions to make, and the decisions that there are just not impactful enough. They just don't feel impactful enough. I feel like the game is half the time just playing itself, but I still have to click the button. And if it was like some sort of weird idle game, maybe that would even be better, which is just such an odd criticism I feel to make, but it's all I can think of to improve the game. I guess other than all the other things I mentioned, but more story. Yeah, okay, more fights. I just don't have I have no compulsion to fight any more of these fights at all. I don't want to get this equipment because it's boring. I don't get more of these skills because they're boring. I don't get more units because they're boring. Are these? And if these are all the units, because I don't see any more pedestals up here. Is this the full army? 6 units? No, it has to be more. Look at this. Yeah. This is the army I have. There's clearly like 6 more units after that. Then why can I only upgrade them once? Why can't I upgrade them multiple times? And then maybe there's limited experience I can choose who to specialize in. They get crazier artwork. They have more and more abilities, but they don't. They get one ability. The ability's not that good, or it's not that fun, it's not that interesting, and then it has a really long cooldown, and then that's it. Some of them have some passives, which is okay, and it's fine, but they're kind of minor. It's all the Tiger, the Lizard ones, because they have AoE, were really abusing. The Minotaur range attack really comes into play, and occasionally you get polar bear stuns. And this guy, what charges? It just seems awfully lame, and his other ability has a minor debuff that affects the whole map. It doesn't last too long. It just doesn't feel good. There's just not much about it that feels good. Not enough to do, and what you do doesn't feel good. But that's been Battle Beast. Really hard for me to recommend if there was an auto combat mode. Then I could recommend it if you really like Heroes of Might and Magic and want to make it into an adventure. But then there's also Heroes of Might and Magic Online. I'm not sure if that's still around, but they're basically doing a very similar thing, and it was more impactful because they also had this whole. It was an online game, so of course it was build units, and you had to wait 5 real-time hours to build a unit or whatever. But still, I gave it context of the battle. It was like, alright, I want to make this decision so this unit doesn't take as much damage, because if I do, I need to wait 3 hours to build another one. And, of course, there's a lot of problems with that design model, but at least it gave context to what you were doing, and gave consequences, and there's no consequences, there's no reward. It's just, what is this game? I probably sound like I dislike it a lot more than I actually do, because I do respect for what it's trying to do. It just kind of fails to get there in every way, and whenever I play this game, I get a bit of a headache because I have to fight from falling asleep, and I don't like that sensation. That was Beast Battles 2, available on Steam, $10. Pick it up if you're really, really, really into Heroes of Might and Magic Combat, but don't want to play Heroes of Might and Magic, or something, or you're having trouble falling asleep, I guess. I'll see you guys later. Your obscure compliment is, you're not a weird lizard iguana person. That's probably good. Your skin would be all dry and scaly. You have a bones. Why do you only upgrade? I don't understand the upgrade. It just kills me. You only upgrade once, and it doesn't even take that long. So why even have different forms at all? Like, why is my wolf just unupgraded? I'll see you later. Bye bye.